I got a new camera. That's it. Oh, you actually want me to talk about it. I got the Sony a6400, mostly for the flip-up screens feature, which is useful for... Not that. It's fun to do, but not specifically that. So with the camera, I got the 18-135 zoom lens. It was the most expensive option out of the 16-50 or no lens or this one. But I wanted a zoom lens that I could use for street photography and something that zoomed in past 50 because I happened to have a Nikon 50mm 1.4 that my grandfather left. Not necessarily me, I just happened to have it. It's a good lens. Apparently you can still buy it for like $300, so... I also wanted a lens that was stabilized because in most of my projects, I do the glamour shots. The zoom in, super smooth, not super smooth, almost super smooth footage to show off what I built. And, you know, you sit through 10 minutes of video, you might as well see the pretty product at the end. I have thought about buying a gimbal, but gimbals feel like they're in the late beta stage of... its life as a consumer product. The Zhiyun Weeble Lab looks interesting. $600. I would be tempted in a few years if they came out with a version 2. Or in a few months I'll get fed up and I'll just shell out the cash and cry inside. Because this purchase has netted me over $2,000 poorer. And it hurts. And there's still things that I would rather have. I also bought the Sigma 60mm because in my workflow, I need the wide angle to show the workshop or talking to the camera or showing what I'm working on the bench. And lastly, the Nikon vintage lens. This also goes to f/1.4, so I get great subject separation as well as the blur transitions. I had to buy an adapter, but this one is working perfectly. And honestly, out of all the lenses, it probably looks the best. I put a cage on it because I needed mounting points for the mic, and because putting a hunk of metal on here reduces the thermal buildup because it acts as a heat sink. It's not great at dissipating heat, but it pulls it in. And I know the a6400 is great at handling the heat, but I would still like to reduce its buildup. And now we're on the a6400. Anyways, I know the last video I posted was about making the L bracket, and going on the entire spiel about I don't want to buy a dedicated cage because I'll eventually buy my own camera, but until then I'm going to use this. That's still fine. I can use it on this. And I can mount a light on it. My friend also lent me this. So, dual audio for reasons? Anyways, this was supposed to be just a video of me saying, I got a camera. Cool story, bro. I spent lots of monies. The end. I'm not replacing you, okay? I am, but I'll still use you as a B camera, so I don't want this to get awkward. I'm just talking to a camera. I always just talk to a camera, don't I?